I'm gonna pick Joe. You're gonna pick Nate.
Okay, great. Yeah. Handshake. I think it's
Yeah.
a 2-man race right now. There we go. And that's our draft. One guy each, Nate versus Joe. I think that like
I think this is the best way
two
for it to
very
go
different
to.
personalities.
Because who's Carson having this race?
Yeah,
At this
I
point,
know.
anyways.
I think you got to go Rick. I think you got to just hope
just
Rick
like-
can snitch his way to the top. No, it's probably Brandon. People love Brandon. We didn't talk about it. Let's bring it up real quick. Brandon got his second group date rose. I think it was on the poetry date. He had a nice poem. I like Brandon. We were making fun of him.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
But he's not in the same echelon.
He's just not.
Nate.
It's like they're in a tier above everybody else right now. It's just Joe. It's a 2-man race. Obviously, that can change very quickly.
That can change. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
However, it's kind of a sprint. Now, Nate, what a boss, man! Like him and Michelle, they run off together.
Yeah.
To start the cocktail party.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping she just didn't come back. And it was just like,
I thought she might not. I thought that was maybe the end of the show, and they were just gonna bring in another girl. Yeah. Man, rest in peace to the shoulder of whoever had to carry that camera. That cameraman was sprinting. I know they had to do some sound editing to get the out of there because like that man was not ready.
Cops, like the cameraman, it's like the cops doing all the moves and then the cameraman doing all the same, hopping over fences and all that stuff with the cameraman.
I would have loved a third or a second cameraman
on the camera guy,
on the cameraman himself. And then running off with Michelle, that was incredible. She like when she was like, "Oh, I'm legit." He didn't even float out the idea. He was just like, "Oh, I fantasize about running off with you all the time." She goes, "Let's do it right now." Her shoes were already off. He didn't even know what was happening. He goes, "Oh, are you serious about this?" Like he pulled her first, and she was sprinting away.
She was like taking off her shoes, and obviously it's not an easy process to take off like heels like that. You got to undo all the straps and all that. And he's like, "I'm gonna run out. You better hurry up. Like I'm ready to run."
Dude, I love them.
I love them too.
I guess shout out to Joe. I feel like
I love them less than you because I drafted Joe, but
I like Joe. But the reason think Nate might take it is like I think she had an idea built up for Joe that's almost impossible. Like if she's known about him since like 2011, very tough to live up to those expectations. Now with Nate, there are no expectations. This is just exactly like you're living the reality, right? So I don't know. But again, who knows? They two very different guys too.
Super different.
Joe has that very quiet confidence. Nate, similar energy in terms of like not being worried, but two very different guys. So I'm fascinated to see how it'll work out.